Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're actually currently waiting on some parts for the TI and for the wagon. So we really don't want to start tearing apart and then the cars are just, pulled apart for no reason. Those are coming soon, probably the next video. So be patient with me. But I just got back from North Carolina. Me and my girlfriend drove down there to pick up the car that I'm sitting in. This car has very sentimental value to my family. My sister and her late husband, who unfortunately passed away years ago, bought this car together, and this was like my oldest niece, this was like her first car. Well, it kind of went through the family, brother drove it, my dad drove it, I drove it. Well, my nephew recently had it, and he recently bought another car. My niece was like, well, listen, I want it back. I want to get it back to its former glory and drive it. It means a lot to me, so I'd like to get it back. So I drove to North Carolina, like I said, with my girlfriend, and picked it up yesterday. Today, me and my buddy Danny, we just recently got done like vacuuming it and stuff, and just trying to start cleaning it and figuring it out what we need to do to get it back to just being nice again. So with that, I'm gonna show you what it is. So it is a 04 40th anniversary Mustang. It's a V6, but again, it's got more sentimental value than anything. I kind of was going through it and just kind of looking and seeing what all it needs. First glance, needs a paint job, very bad. The clear coat has completely just went away. I don't know if it was painted before. I don't know every bit of history with this car, but it's gone through a bunch of people, and we've had it painted a couple times just to try to keep up with it. It was in Florida for several years, so the sun down there totally destroys paint jobs, and like I said, it was in North Carolina for a couple of years, so we got it back. So right now what we're looking at is just things that it needs. Just, yes, it needs a paint job, yes, it needs a certain amount of things, but right now the things that I have is what I'm working on focusing first. I'd like to get this a little bit nicer before she even gets off work, so when she sees it, it's just kind of like boom, here. So she's gonna watch this and see like what was actually missing. But first thing on the inside is what I'm focusing on. So it has this panel here, and if any Mustang guys know, these things always break, they never hold up. And this one was actually a tan one that I can't remember if I did this years ago or if my nephew did it or whatever, but it was tan, painted it black, didn't prep it right, and it is what it is. So we're gonna try to find a black one for this. It's missing the A-pillar trim, which I'm sure I have. This was complete, so don't let this like spook you and scare you, whatever. I still have this bezel here. I have the actual centerpiece here, but the vents were broke. So I kept the bezel. I'm just gonna try to find some vents to actually fill it in there. And then that's pretty much it for the inside, other than like this little guy here. That's a simple thing to fix. So we're gonna get one of those. It's missing the rubber cup holder, like filler, adapter, whatever you wanna call it. But all in all, the car's not bad. Like I said, it's a 03. We've had it for basically in the family since new, and it's only got 137,000, and it's, like I said, went through many hands in the family. And the interior's not that bad. It's got one little rip right here in the seat, and then the driver's seat, as like a lot of people know in any car, really it wears out right here. So I have a car that has black leather interior, and I'm gonna see if they will work in here, if they'll look at a place, whatever. So, but right now we're just kind of working on getting it just touched back up a little bit, just putting the hands on it for time being, cleaning it out, and then just finding all the little corks and stuff, and going from there. So yeah, so I'm going to try to find these little missing pieces and see if I can get the interior a little bit more buttoned up before she gets off work. All right, so what we're gonna try to do with Beneficially, my dad and I, we have a Mustang like junkyard essentially, and I'm gonna try to find every part that I need in our yard. That's one of the biggest things I tell all the people that know me. They're like, why do you drive a Mustang? I'm like, well, it's almost dumb if I don't. I mean, we got some random old cars here and there, but I mean, we have tons of Mustangs. That whole fence in there is full of Mustangs. You know, we got older ones and all that good stuff, but it's just stupid for me not to. I have a couple new edges. Literally, I'm standing between 4 of them right now. Well, that's an older one, but I have this one here that has a pile of parts in it, and I'm gonna see if I could get the stuff I need for the Mustang over there. And as you see, there's even more there. Like, to me, I'm used to this stuff. I'm around it every single day, so like it's normal to me. But other people in the past have been like, dude, you have so much. Why have you not done this? Why have you not? It's just, I was born and raised around this thing, and it's what I do. It's just what I grew up around. This is what got me into cars. So I'm gonna see if I can find some of these parts and go from there. All right, well, it looks like, well, we got one of the vents. So if I get this undone, I could get one of the vents right there to replace it. So let's get this one out. Tell you one thing, vans were not a good idea. It snowed here a couple days ago. Now everything is a muddy mess. Keep sliding. I busted my ass earlier. So I'm just still, and that's tan. Damn it, I don't want to do that. So I found a good portion of the stuff. I found one of the vents. I found the little center console cup holder piece that fills in the cup holder. The little clip for the sun visor. The armrest actually has a rip in it, so I found a better one that I'm going to toss on there. And I think I found something else. So right now I'm looking for the A-pillar trim and a stock radio. I think it's like 02 to 04 or something. Has the bigger, almost doubled end style. So yeah, see, this is what I got so far. I got the piece here, the little vent. I got the little piece that holds the sun visor. So I'm gonna take this into the shop, clean it up and stuff, and swap it onto there. But I'm gonna keep looking for the rest of the stuff. I'm trying to get the whole pile of parts together so that I could just put it all in the car, and that way when my niece gets off work, she actually has like a semi put together car. And like, I know some of you guys probably aren't really interested in this kind of stuff, and I'm sorry, but I'd rather y'all get a video of something that I actually do on a day-to-day basis and not try to, you know, seem unrealistic. Like, even though I'm here, I still search through scrap yards, and it just so happens that this one is mine. So it's just realistic things, you know. I get a lot of comments, some negative, some positive, and it is what it is. You know, I appreciate any kind of feedback because it helps me grow my channel. You know what I mean? With things that I want to do, that's literally all I make videos for, is to literally just show people that you don't need crazy amounts of money to just do what you want to do and have fun with your friends. That's literally the only reason I make YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making any money right now, and like, if it happens, it happens, cool, but I still enjoy it because I'm documenting it with my friends. So with that, I get to walk through mud right now and try to find that piece. So let's get dirty. Success. Found another vent and the A-pillar trim. Now I get to walk through briars and bushes and mud to get back over here and get this stuff. So yeah, so I found a good portion of what I wanted to look for and go from there. So I'm just kind of gonna throw all this stuff in there and just dress it up a little bit. All right, guys, so this is what I got here. It doesn't look like a lot, you know what I mean? But it's not. It's simple things, but all this, literally, it's just to make a peace of mind. You know, this was missing out of the car. These were broken. That was missing, and this is ripped. And then this little piece right here was also missing. So we're going to put all these in the car. I'm actually going to do one of these things right now. Because, I mean, you sit in this car. Let me turn this air off. I'm just trying to let it run because it hasn't been driven in a while. But I mean, you sit in it right now, and that's your view. That's your eye view. This is missing. Granted, I took it out, but these were broken. So just picture these all broken and just messed up. So I'm replacing those. That's what you look at. You look at this, you see the actual red of the car, which on this side, you see the actual pillar. So I'm gonna snap that one in, make that look better. And yeah, so this is the view right now. And then we're gonna fix the view right now. And boom. Just like I said, it's not a big difference, but just doing it myself and knowing that it's done, it's better. So that was the broken one there. I actually figured out that this one also was broken, so I had to get another one, but I got this little thing in there all cleaned up. I got the trim here put back in. I got these fixed. These were all broken. I mean, these lines here were broken, and the vertical ones were also broken, so there was no back and forth or nothing like that. So those are all back in there. The A-pillar trim is back in and all that good stuff. So it's just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort goes a long way. So that's probably all I'm gonna do with this car for today, because like I said, she'll be off work soon and she's gonna want to see it, and I'm not going crazy with it. This is just one of them little, you know, side coasts or whatever you want to call it, side quests. This is just one of the little side quests. So what I really want to do is work on mine. I got a shifter for it, which is right here. I got a Steeda shifter from a buddy of mine. It's a billet Steeda shifter. I traded him some parts that I had, and I want to get that put in. While I was under here, I realized that I'm leaking a little bit of tranny fluid, and I believe it's from the tail shaft gasket here. So I want to get one of those while I have it pulled apart, put a new gasket in there, and get that replaced so that that's not leaking anymore. And then really I was just under here looking at different things that I want to do to it, and you know, just get it a little bit done. So I also got, I'm not gonna say new, because they're not new, they're used, but I got another set of wheels for the drift car. And the ones that are on it, some of y'all know if you follow me on social media, this one broke. I'm not even gonna try to blame nobody else. I over torqued the damn wheels with an impact gun that I wasn't used to using, and I broke studs. And this wheel actually fell off. As you can see, there's some gouging in the rear wheel. And yeah, so I got another set of wheels. And again, if y'all follow me on social media, you know the matching pair to these actually got stolen from me. So I bought a set of bronze front ones, but I got another set. So I'm gonna go grab those. I'm gonna get them on the car and see how they look. All right, guys, so it's the next day, and we're back in the shop. I got the parts that I needed for the little red Mustang. We're not really gonna touch on that too much because that's just family car. I just wanted to show y'all and the little bit of daily things that we got going on. So, but what we're working on right now is my car. He over there doing dances and stuff. But we got the front wheels off because I'm taking the tires. I had to flip them anyways, so I'm taking the tires off of these to put on the wheels that I told you guys that I got. And if any of y'all follow Walls or on Instagram, you already kind of probably know which ones I'm going with. And I've already told you. So they're the same wheels that I already have on the car, but they're white. So I was kind of against powder coating these ones here, just because essentially these, from what I was told, are discontinued. They don't make it with the machined lip and all that stuff anymore. So unfortunately, I want to keep these. Unfortunately, I don't have the matching set because they got stolen. But I got a staggered set, 18 by 9s on the front, 18 by 10s on the rear, which is what I run now. But I have the bronze ones like you guys saw for the front and the discontinued ones on the back. So what I'm gonna end up doing is running these mainly. I am gonna powder coat these ones white just because these ones, they aren't discontinued. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna powder coat these ones white, leave those ones alone, and have them as spares. So I have that. I'm gonna get the tires put on them and get them on the car. I also want to get the shifter put in that I showed you guys. So that's something we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna get these tires mounted, put them on the car, and see how it looks.
I thought you were recording me.
I am. Teaching them young. So little man's got the wheels all cleaned up for me so I can put them on there. I'm not going to be able to put, I might just throw these on there for right now with the tires that are on it, because the tires that are on the car currently are kind of clapped. I know they look good from here. This one's actually pretty good, but I'm just going to leave those on there to burn them up. This one has a bad spot, as you can see right here. So it's really not worth demounting these. These wheels, on the other hand, I bought these for spares because I didn't have these white wheels. So I'm going to leave these on because they're a fucking nightmare to demount and remount. I've tried flipping them thinking they're reverse mount, but the beads are just a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to burn those off, and then I'm just going to sell those, put them back on Marketplace, sell them. Someone else can deal with them. They're someone else's problem. I'm going to wait to order new tires. Probably going to order them through Tire Streets or something for the back ones, just to have fresh tires on there and be good to go. So with that being said, we're going to throw the front wheels on there and then raise the car up so that way we can look at the shifter and see what we got to do. All right, so we got the front wheels back on there, and damn, do they look good. Little man did a good job cleaning these things up. Appreciate it. Well. Yeah, well. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna put the back ones on there just for now. They're clapped out tires. So yeah, they're real bad. Yeah, they're very, very bad. And that one's real dirty, so you got a job to do. I know you're saying your shoulder hurts, but yeah, you're gonna have to get that one. Anywho. So we're gonna raise it back up. Walzer actually wants to get his BMW pulled in as well to mess with that. And it'd be kind of cool to see my car with the white wheels. Sorry for this. Bloop. My car with the white wheels on it, with his car behind it with the white wheels on it. It's just, then we're actually gonna be matching. So I'm gonna get it raised. He's gonna pull his car in and we're gonna go from there. All right, so we got the drive shaft out now. Got the exhaust hanging out, so it's a little bit easier just to, get to the shifter, because as you can see up there, it's really probably just those two bolts there, right there and right there, and then the actual shifter bolt that goes to the trans. So it's fairly simple. So I did notice, like I said earlier, the seal on the tail shaft looks to be leaking because there's trans fluid right there. So I'm gonna order that while I got the drive shaft out and get that going. Now we got Walzer's car coming in. So now you can see the matching wheels with the black cars. Matching wheel with the black car. I mean, you can't really see it too much because the lift is in the way, but they're fucking matching now. With the matching little stickers and stuff. It looks sick as they match.
I wish I could just, stick these on my car. But.
Yeah, well, they can't. So, but yeah, so now we're going to have matching wheels. He needs to get the stickers because he didn't.
Mine powder coated, okay? Mine were.
So actually, his were this bronze color. They were the same wheels. So it's kind of funny that he had these wheels. They were that color. He got them powder coated white, and now I'm doing the same thing with mine. And what's funny also, these discontinued ones, he has a set of those too, but they're 5x120, so I can't use them.
Yeah, I had 3 of them.
Yeah, he has 3, and that's another thing. He only has 3. He doesn't even have a full set. One of them has the same used tire on it that was on it when we bought them.
But it was a great deal.
Yeah, it was a good deal. We got it from a guy. We met him at Team Vibes, and it was a good time. So, but we got the drive shaft out. I'm about to yank that shifter out of there and get the new one in there and go from there. All right, so I got the shifter out now. It wasn't that hard. I did have to lower this down a little bit, the cross member. I need to get one of them spin jacks. But, I mean, it was literally just the 2 10s there, a 10 up front, and then this 13 here, and it just slides right out. And this is it right here. So I took the bushing because it reuses these. It comes with the kit, but I got this from a buddy of mine, so I'm not really worried about it. The bushings are still pretty good. So took the bushing out of here, and I took the bushing out of here, and already got it on the shifter itself. The other thing is, I know some people might call it out in the comments, but this handle here was not the one that came with it. The one that came with it was either lost or used on another car, but I had this one laying around. I already had the bolts and stuff, and it's all the same thread, so it's going to work just fine. And it has some adjustments, so if I want to go down 1 notch, I can perfectly fine, and it'll be good. So I'm going to get this put back in the car and move on to the next thing. Walzer over here. What are you doing, buddy?
Wheel lights.
So Walzer's doing wheel lights. I told him, he's like, look, I'm going to go out of town and I need to worry about the car so when I come back and go straight to an event. So he's like, I gotta worry about the important things first. He went with wheel lights. So
Yeah.
he's gonna worry about wheel lights. I'm gonna worry about a better shifter, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah, got it all in. I don't have the shift knob because my shift knob apparently either the threads are messed up or it's the wrong thread pitch for the bracket that I have on here. But damn, it's so much nicer. And it's one of them self-centering shifters, which before the stock one was like very sloppy. So the self-centering is sick. All right, so it's all up in there now. And it's pretty damn good. I had to make a little bushing right here, like a little spacer bushing, but it's all fine. You know, very simple job. So I'm gonna order this trans seal and get this done. And while they're still steadily heading away on his car. How's this coming along?
Got him on the front.
Got them on the front. They ain't gonna light up yet, but they're on the front. So
I mean, they might need the backs on the front.
yeah, so he might have not planned it out properly and might have put the back ones on the front and the front ones on the back and just didn't, you know, because he's rushing. So, but I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. We're going to take some time and figure out everything we need for the TI and the wagon. We are going to be working on my car, on the Mustang, and on Walzer's BMW, just to kind of keep things going, keep things, you know, keep y'all, yeah, I guess entertained. But yeah, if you guys could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that would be awesome. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.